everyone, welcome back to Katarina's Garage. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and today, well, we are checking out a few little vehicles that are out here that are pretty sweet. This one is a 49 Ford, this one's a 50 Ford, and then we'll actually see a 64 Chevelle Malibu on the other side there. So anyways, let's go check out these awesome trucks. And that Chevelle too. So we'll start with this one. So this one has like a chopped up Crown Vic sort of front end and suspension and stuff like that on it, which is honestly really sweet. And it's a very common thing to do with some of these old trucks. Now this truck, it's awesome because, again, step side, this was a step side as well. And you can tell that just by, you know, the removable fenders and stuff like that on it, right? And this thing looks freaking awesome. Like, you don't find these trucks near as often, although, like I was telling Mark, there's actually one of these at a junkyard in Edmonton, Ipple. So, and you can see actually those are the front fenders off of it, and I absolutely love that sort of like curvaceous shape and everything of like that Art Deco sort of styling of the late 40s into the 50s, right? And just awesome. Now, these did have the fuel tank in behind the rear seat. You can see it there, right? And it's such a neat build. This one actually being an M68, so this one would be actually not a Ford but a Mercury, as opposed to that one over there, which actually is a Ford. And let's go check out this Ford over here. So this Ford, like I said, is 1950, and you can see, so this is an F68, this is a M68, so these are essentially the same truck. Just the thing is, with the Ford, these were American, while the Mercuries were Canadian only. And it's pretty neat to actually see. Now, if it's had the full front clip on it, it actually have a Mercury badge on the front rather than it saying Ford like this. I believe the grills were slightly different and the trim was slightly different, but overall they were very, very similar vehicles. And it was mostly just like badge engineering, right? And you can see, you know, all the bedsides and whatever else in the back here, which is sweet. Take a look inside and you can actually see that awesome gauge cluster. Like, look at that. That is awesome. Now this truck, obviously, you know, its seat is very tore up, but it's actually not original because it would have had like probably mohair or something like that, or like a horsehair for the seats, right? And these trucks were just like a truck, you know. They didn't have hardly any comforts or anything like that. And they're overall a sweet, sweet vehicle to see nowadays. All right, and like I said, then over here, this is the 64 Chevelle Malibu that is such a beautiful car. Now, this had originally a 194 cubic inch straight six in it. However, now she's got a nice small block under the hood. And she is just a beauty, even it being a four-door. You know, I absolutely love this car. If we take a look inside, oh, I guess it's actually locked. That's okay. There is, you know, like an aftermarket tack in there. You see the Acadian steering wheel, which the Acadian was a Pontiac-only variant of the Chevy 2 Nova, and even before the Chevy 2, right? Now this should have, I'm trying to think. No, they weren't down there. I can't remember where the hood poles were for these. Like I said, this one has a small block Chevy under the hood. And it's a sweet car. Now, from what he told me about this one, so he has a 66 at home, and then his dad used to own a 64 back in the day, so he wanted to have another one of these. And so he picked this one up. So overall, it's a sweet, sweet vehicle. And if you're wondering that MGB, you will have seen this video before actually all that MGB before you see the video on this stuff. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, this is just a quick little video of some awesome vehicles, you know, around. And like case in point, there's a T-Bird over there, right? So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you did enjoy. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, your cat, your dog, all that different stuff. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.